What up, folks? I'm ultrazillatoys. Today I have a review of the Robot Spirits Briheight MUGA. That's right, my zillions, from the anime Back Arrow. We have this really cool, like, sort of mecha, sort of like an Ultraman thing. Giant. It's a giant of light. Kind of, sort of. Honestly, it is a Briheight, and it comes from the anime, like I said, Back Arrow, and really recently, like maybe just yesterday, I reviewed the figure arts minis of some of the main characters, and in that I said, you know what, probably gonna get to these guys too, because there's two of them that I have in my possession. I don't know if any other were made, honestly, but we got two. And we got a bad guy and a good guy. At least he was a bad guy in the early portion, I think, So, today we're going to review Briheight MUGA. And this is a really cool looking figure, based on a really cool looking design. So, without any further ado, let's get to the review. Oh, and obviously, it came from the box. And here's Briheight MUGA out of the package. And this thing is really nice. It is a very cool robot spirits, and definitely robot spirits. They definitely have like this style, obviously, to them that permeates the line. Like the feel of the figures, just the look, the way they construct the joints. Yeah, and robot spirits definitely like conveys this thing. Anyway, the Briheights, right? So I looked into it more again. What was it? It's like, like mechanical bodies that manifest due to your own strong beliefs. So like the user's belief, and they have these like bracelets that they throw onto their arms, like that kind of like enhances their beliefs and creates this armor around them. Giant armor, like they're giants. Like that's why I keep saying Ultraman. It's like very Ultraman-esque. If Ultraman met, like a mecha line, which is cool. I like it, and I like this figure. As you can see, there's a lot of like translucent parts, and that is so cool. It's the way it's done is absolutely impeccable in my opinion. Really nice. Love how this looks. And there's like two like separate things going on here. You have this thing, which I don't know the purpose of, and then there's like another kind of wing set that I'll show you in a moment. I think I actually have this upside down. So let me flip that around. I think that's how it goes. This thing is really nice. The white, the black, and the translucent blue plastic is beautiful. Very nice. I like how the back looks. All the armor there looks really cool. Just look at the back up and down. It's got these like weird feet. I don't love the feet. This kind of like mecha feet. We've seen it in, various mecha shows over the years, this design. Not a big fan of it, honestly. You got like little thrusters on the bottom. It's interesting, but it's not very practical. And I've never been the biggest fan of it. So the feet, the front, though, look really good. I love like the panel lining look. And then, again, translucent blue for the knees and around the knees. You see, like, the die-cast content within the screws, which is cool. And then, like, on the hips, you have these, like, translucent blue things, like, open up, which is really nice. Krajiji piece is translucent blue as well. The chest looks really good. Again, the blues look, wherever you see blue, it's translucent blue. And that is so cool. On the shoulders, on the forearm in general is really nice. I like that a lot. Fists look good. Again, the shoulder pads look awesome. Look like you could seat somebody in there. They don't, but it looks like you can. Although, I don't know, maybe was there a scene where these opened up and caught somebody? I'm like getting like a weird feeling that there was, but I can't remember it completely. I don't know. These look awesome. Really nice robots. And the head sculpts are fantastic. You have gold around the eyes, which looks really cool. You got that kind of like gold looking jewel there. Head is funky. I like that. That looks real good. I like how that comes out. And these again, these big pylon shoulder pads are just awesome. And then again, you got this thing back here, which is cool. Like, he's definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting, I should say. Very long legs. But yeah, I mean, I dig it. Definitely diggable. You know, it's definitely diggable. And articulation on this guy is pretty good. The head moves and the neck moves separately, which is cool. The upper body moves really, really nice. The waist moves too. Then the shoulder things move. It's on a separate joint. The shoulders are on a ball joint, so you get a lot of movement in it. Could see you popping that out easy. You do have a swivel here as well at the upper bicep. Then you have, I believe it's just a single joint, but it's super, super deep. Acts like a double joint. See that? Pretty cool. Hinge swivel at the wrists. And I popped off that back thing as I was doing that. The legs, because these open up, you get decent articulation there. Oh, there is a drop down joint. That's good. So that helps, which is great. You can turn it up here as well. This is a traditional double joint at the knee. And then the foot, this whole thing is on a hinge, this back thing, which is really cool. And then so is this. I think actually this might be a ball joint up here. This is hinged. So that's really, really interesting. You know, like, it's definitely going to help with standing, you know. So it should work. You could get a nice wide stance, and then you use this as like an ankle rocker, the back part of foot. I'm not being so successful right now. However, I'm sure you could do it. There we go. Oh, how about I get on camera? But yeah, like, it works. I mean, definitely works. And accessories for this guy. First off, you do get this clip here. I'm guessing it's for a stand. I don't know if it's the regular Tamashii stand. It looks like a, you know, sort of a different stand. But that's what that's for. You get 2 extra set of hands. You get these kind of like karate chopping hands. And then, well, actually, this hand is more closed than this hand. So there are 2 different types of hands, which that's pretty interesting. And then you get like this pair of like open hands. We get this thing here, which is kind of like this like wing set. It's articulated. It's definitely very, very different because it comes out of his head. So you got to pull out this bottom piece without losing it from a piece right there, from underneath his head, and then you pop this piece in its place like that, and now you have this wing set. We can put this guy back, and then you have the full look. I mean, the full look is with both. With, you know, it's not really with both. These come out like, this is for, I guess, like further flying, like, you know, long distance, I'm guessing, if I remember correctly. A lot of times it just has this, and then these like head wing things come out. It's pretty cool looking. Definitely adds to the look overall. Probably will have it on. You know, I think it's pretty nice. And then you get 2 separate little bomb burst things. This is pretty cool. Like effect parts in blue and clear. It looks pretty good. This one is for the hand. You just pop off the fist, and you would pop that in here. So it's like the whole hand became that. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but it works. Additionally, you could have a giant one that would work the same way, should you wish. But this also works on the bottom of the foot, and there's a couple of extra little points here. This is really nice, by the way. The bursts are like, you know, a lot longer and stuff. It's pretty cool. So you do have holes in the feet, so you put one there and one there at the 2 edge ones. And then, you know, he could do like a kicking thing, which is cool. I think it definitely works better as a foot one than a hand one. But you know, you could do whatever you want. You could use them both ways. This one you can't use on the foot. This is strictly for the hand, but this one is for both. So, you know, if you want to see it on the hand, let's see if we could get it in easily. Yes, we can. That's pretty cool. It's a little bit better like the giant one. So I think that works pretty good, honestly. And for size comparison, here is Briheight MUGA with some other Tamashii figures you might have in your collection you could play around with and have fun with an Ultraman, a Godzilla, and 2 Robot Spirits figures. And my final thoughts, this is a really nice figure. I really like it a lot. It's very, very, very cool. What a beautiful look. It took me a while to get to it. It did. Took me a few years to get to it, but it was worth doing. Really, really, really nice. You know, it's sad that this didn't catch on. I'm guessing like the anime didn't really catch on either. I haven't heard anything about a second season, but you know, it is what it is. I still think the anime is pretty unique. You know, if you heard my, I didn't talk about it much here, but if you saw my Figure Arts Minis review, like it was really cool. It was a really cool anime. But yeah. The Robot Spirits figures are awesome. Like, right now, they're... and we do have to review... There's, you know, an opponent here. I didn't put him in this review, but, you know, do check out the next one, you know, when we check that one out. And, because it's really, really, really cool. And, it's bigger than this guy, so it's interesting. But the figures are very, very nice, and they'll go nicely on my robot shelf, I think. I don't really feel like these are must-sells. I like them, you know, maybe at some point, but not right now. I'm, like, enjoying them right now, so I'm happy about that. That's what's cool about the backlog sometimes. There's stuff in here that is going to fulfill my, you know, enjoyment, my new toy enjoyment, because they're basically like new toys for me. So that is pretty cool, and this is case in point, you know, really, really sweet robot figure. And there you go, guys, that's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself some daily content and let me help you diversify your collection, because you never know what you're gonna see on this channel. Till next time, peace out, peeps.